Hey, what's going on there, YouTube? SEL0320 representing JVS. This is the final 2 reviews for the hit series that I've just started watching, I guess, a few days ago. On Friday last week, One Punch Man. It's been an awesome series, great animation style, great fight sequences, like just crazy dialogue and comedic characters. Reminiscent to me of even Dragon Ball Z, which that's one of the feelings that I have coming out of this show, is that I love the character Saitama, even Genos, even though he's got like this mysterious backfold. It's like they remind me of Vegeta and Goku in a lot of different ways, and even just all the sub characters. Even though I think the heroes are kind of insignificant, but they showcase really well in this next episode. So the 2 episodes I'm gonna be naming off is episode 11. The Dominator of the Universe, and the Strongest Hero. I'll go ahead and tell you, episode 12 is probably the best action-packed episode. But the name of episode 11, the Dominator of the Universe, this is the synopsis. An alien conqueror lands in a spaceship to conquer Earth during the S-Class Heroes meeting. I thought that was really interesting because the heroes, they were all meeting and culminating together about the prospect of what was about to happen. But more than anything, it was like anything could go down for me, because they were talking about like the classes and just how big of a threat it actually was, until actually stuff started kind of coming at them and attacking them, and you got Saitama inside is just dismantling everything within the ship, and nobody knows that he's actually the one that's really doing all the work inside. But I will say that the heroes such as Silver Fang, specifically Tornado, and a lot of the others, even the guy on the bicycle, they all play a good hand, because there's like a few villains that are on the ground force that the heroes are trying to fight, and they just keep on regenerating, you know. One of the guys, like, he first gets his arm ripped off, and it's some good action sequences in general. Like, it wasn't as comedic as the one with the deep sea monster. It was pretty epic. It was pretty epic on a lot of different ways, because Silver Fang, to me, is probably the most balanced out of all of them. But then I think that if I'd have to rank them, I would say that Tornado is up there right behind Saitama. I think that Sonic Ninja would be right under her, and then I would say it would be Silver Fang. I wish I could put Genos somewhere, but one of the things I didn't like about this episode, or episode 12, was the fact that Genos didn't do anything. Like, he literally just sat next to the child prodigy, and they assessed what was going on, and they didn't get involved. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, Genos could burn the enemy that they're trying to take out, and especially when they find out exactly what they need to do to actually stop this self-regenerating enemy on the ground floor. But what's so funny is that internally inside, like, there's a person in the cockpit, this squid-looking guy. He's got this ability of using telekinesis, and he's talking to his boss. He's like, "Yeah, everybody's getting taken out, bro." The boss is like, "Look, you're gonna take care of this," and so is everybody else. And everybody was trying to do something about what was going on inside, that it left all the heroes down on the floor to be able to really defend themselves a lot better, just because of Saitama being there. And eventually, yeah, the cockpit person actually goes up against Saitama, but how Saitama deals with him, I was just like, dang, that's checked up. I was like, he wouldn't stand a chance against even Tornado, because she showcased her real power in this one, and I thought it was amazing, some of the stuff that she did in episode 11 and 12. But even with Saitama, when he finally gets to his location to go up against Boris, which I did a reaction for that, and I did a reaction for the whole episode 12, I was like, this anticipation is just crazy. Because Saitama didn't hold back. Like, normally, you know, he would just, well, he doesn't really think necessarily a lot of times, but he sure didn't hold back at all in this one. And he took a punch, and I was like, wait, he didn't explode. He didn't explode into nothing. Like, I was surprised first by that. This is the first thing he's ever punched that didn't just explode. And then after that, the guy revealed, like, I'm just using like a quarter of my energy. And like, he's like, this is just a shell to hold in all my power. And I was like, what is this thing? And then when they start to fight, I was like, this is gonna be epic. And then that's kind of how it ends off. Then I'm gonna go into the next episode in a second, but all around, I'd give this episode 9.5 out of 10. I really enjoyed the episode because it was great build up. It was great development as far as the heroes. I mean, even like what was that ninja's name? The samurai. I forgot his name. The one that Silver Fang actually. Oh, the Atomic Samurai. He actually had some pretty cool moments with his previous master, and I thought it was really interesting. I don't understand though. Where he had like an altercation with Silver Fang that he disbanded him, because it seems like he's a well put together, you know, Ronin essentially. But either way, like I said, I give this episode 9.5 out of 10. But let's talk about episode 12. Episode 12 is probably one of the most action-packed anime episodes I've seen all last year. That fight sequence between Saitama and Boros was amazing. From an animation standpoint, from a devastation standpoint, it was just raw back and forth. Like, I think that the thing about it is that I've yet to see Saitama really get handled kind of like that, other than when he has his dream sequence where he was kind of going all out, and I would have loved to see something like that. But I mean, this is what we got. Like, I was like, this is real, you know, like this dude is not holding back. And then at a certain point, he was hitting Saitama with such blows that, like, his on impact would literally disintegrate the ground. And I was like, what in the world? And I mean, just that sequence alone kind of defines like just how monumentally scary and amazing Saitama is. And that's the reason why this episode name was The Strongest Man. The synopsis reads, Saitama takes on an alien leader in an epic battle as the S-class heroes fight the alien warriors and destroy the ship. I mean, like I said, like I'll go back to what they were talking about in a little bit, or not what I'm talking about, what they were doing. But the heroes on the ground floor, they were doing their best. I mean, they did a good job for what was going on. And just like I said in the last ones, that Genos didn't do anything. He didn't do a thing. And I was like, I just didn't get that. But when Tornado hit the scene, like she was sick. She was really good. But I think that it was an altercation that happened after everything was done with her and Genos. I was like, so Genos, you gonna get bucked with her, and then you ain't gonna do anything against the aliens? Like, I just didn't understand that. But I wanted to see her and Saitama get into an altercation. But, what can you do? The only thing I'll say about the end of it is I wanted more. I wanted answers, basically, because one of the main A-class guys that really kind of had this real interesting interaction with Genos, he basically was like ragging on the heroes because of all the destruction in City A. And it was like, dude, you didn't do anything, you know? And then when they actually had like some of the aliens cornered, like he does an unthinkable act, as well as even the Hero Association. It was almost like, not it was planned, but it was like there's definitely some holes that are happening here. And one of the things that Genos had said to him was that the Metal Knight was his enemy. I think that the Metal Knight was the cyborg that probably killed his little town. So I don't know, we're gonna see, but I can tell you that this is one of the biggest cliffhangers I've seen. I was like, this is unthinkable for me because this is not an end to a series, you know, like I want to see more. Like, there's so many unanswered questions of how did Saitama get his energy, first off, and why was the prophecy specifically 20 years ago when Saitama was still alive, when he was about 7 years old, I guess, roughly, because he's about 27, as well as, like, will there ever be anything going on between Saitama and somebody else that really can, you know, do their own thing, you know? So we'll see. But like I said, the highlight of it was definitely the fight. Like, the fight was beautiful. It was well orchestrated. It was like no limits to it because Boros, he basically sacrificed a large portion of his ship just to put blows on Saitama. And Saitama didn't hold back either. Like, he actually had a finisher move. And I was like, wait, what? And like, when you see him use it, the sheer force of it and the gravity of it, like that's where all the animation comes into play, because you get to see just how heavy of a hit it actually is. It was just beautiful. I really enjoyed this one. This is the highlight of the series for sure. I wanted to only give it a 9.5 out of 10 because it was so many unanswered questions. But most animes nowadays, that's how they are. They're really unanswered. They're not completed. And I wish it was more than just 12 episodes. I know that there's some OVAs, like specifically 2 different episodes. I think the second one, it actually shows how Saitama got his suit. So I might go and try to check that out. We'll see. I'll let y'all know if I do a review up, then y'all know that I did it. But I'll give this episode a 10 out of 10. I really enjoyed it. It was a good series. It's a great series, to be honest with you. And it was just hilarious. Like, some of the stuff was just so off the wall crazy that I was like, I haven't been this engaged since Dragon Ball Z, to be quite honest with you. So hopefully y'all have been enjoying all these reviews for One Punch Man. If y'all have any recommendations of any other animes y'all would like for me to check out, leave it in the comment section below. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the reaction that I have for episode 12. I'll leave that in the description bar below, as well as the reaction that's with that one for episode 11. Just the beginning part of when they're about to square off and fight. So thanks everybody for watching. Keep me lifted up in your prayers. I'm still trying to get over this, whatever I'm dealing with. And keep it locked. JVS, we'll be right back. Peace, y'all.